Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you're doing great. So I thought it's been a bit since I did kind of talk about series or movie, but then I realized it hasn't been that long. I think the last one I did was the second season for Sweet Home, but I think it's been a while since I have done a movie. But today is gonna be a movie, which, like I said, I think it's been a bit since I have talked a movie. And another thing is, this is not a Korean Asian movie. It is actually a French movie. I had to read subtitles for this. I didn't see it at work because I had to read subtitles, so I ended up watching it on my lunch break. I'm pretty sure it took me like a day or two to watch it. But yeah, this is a French movie actually, and I'm talking about Under Paris, which came out on June of this year on Netflix. And like I said, it is a movie. It's not that long. Apparently when I looked it up, it was like over 2 hours, but if I'm completely honest, it is probably less than 2 hours because the credit scene, it's very long, like way too long. I don't know why it was so long, but it is. So I would say it is a little less than 2 hours, the actual movie. A little bit of a change on this one. I don't think this video is gonna be that long, honestly, because it is a movie and I didn't do as many notes as I do. I feel like I left some things out, but honestly, if I did, it's because it wasn't that important. The movie starts with a group of people. They're in a boat, they're in the middle of the ocean, and there is a lot of trash in that part of the ocean that they are. And we meet Sophia. Sophia is a researcher. They call her, what I put it here, marine biologist. I'm just gonna call her researcher here. You also have another girl that honestly I don't think I even put her name on my note. I think it's Jade, the other girl that is with her. And we also have Chris, which, if I remember, is Sophia's husband. And we have Sam, Juan, and Tom also there. So it's a group of researchers in this boat, and they are searching for a shark that they have a tag on so they can track the movement. And the shark has a name, which is Lilith. And Jade is telling Sophia, hey, I finally have a signal for Lilith. She's here. So all of them get ready. Sophia goes with Jade to the computers, and Chris, Tom, Sam, and Juan go in the ocean with the suits and everything, and they find Lilith, the shark. Whenever I say Lilith, I'm talking about the shark, by the way. And they find her, and the first thing that Sophia sees is that it is way too big for the amount of time that has passed. But either way, because the shark looked non-aggressive at that point, Chris tried to take a blood sample to see how the shark was, and that's when the shark kills him and kills the other 3 guys that are in the ocean. So now the 4 guys are dead. Sophia gets in the water. I really don't know why she gets in the water. I'm guessing it's to try and save them, but they were already dead, so I don't know why. But she gets in front of the shark, and I'm guessing she gets stuck in the net that was in the water because the shark passed her and starts diving down, taking her as well, Sophia. And she's able to get out and swim to the surface, but because she was very deep in the ocean, she did get injuries because of the pressure difference and all of that. I think it was mainly on the ears that she got injured. You could see like blood coming out, so it was mainly because of the pressure difference. But she's able to get out, and Jade is also in the boat, so she's fine. So after that, a few years pass, and now Sophia, because she's traumatized by what happened, she doesn't really get close to water, I'm guessing, but she's still working in an aquarium in Paris. She's kind of the one that talks to you about the animals and the sharks and all that. And when she gets out of work, Mika, which the new character, is close to her, and she starts saying that, hey, we are trying to see the sharks and we found Lilith. We found her tag. We know that she's actually here in Paris. Sophia follows her to this room where there's a few other young people, and they show her that the Lilith is actually in Paris, in a river right there. I don't think I put river Seine, but I don't think that's how the river is called, but it is a river that is running through Paris. And now she's there, and apparently she's trapped, and Sophia's like, hey, I have nothing to do with this. I got nothing. I'm not helping you. I'm sorry. And she goes. Mika and Ben, which is another girl, I think she's Mika's girlfriend, I think. They tried to get the shark, Lilith, but they get stopped by the police. This is where we meet the police crew side of the movie now. There's a bunch of them. The only two people important in this police group is Adil, which he is the captain of the police, and Angeli is the chief of the police. Those are the only two people that you need to know about the police group. The rest are not necessarily, honestly, I don't even remember their names, if they said their names. I'm pretty sure they did. The next day, Sophia goes to the police station because they call her for Mika. Mika told them to call her. She gets there, and Adil takes this time to show her a guy that died on the water, I'm guessing, and as soon as she sees the body, she's like, that looks like shark marks. Adil and Angeli are kind of not believing too much that there's a shark in the water, but because they show them the tracker and stuff, they decide to go to the mayor. The mayor really doesn't have a name. They just call her the mayor, that is all. But they do tell her about the possibility of a shark in the river, and the mayor does absolutely nothing. She cares more about politics, more about winning, and a triathlon, I think that's how you say it, that is going to happen, that actually starts on the river. And she's like, I don't care, you guys have to do something about it, so you go do something about it because I'm not stopping this. They do try to do something about it. They take the tracker that Mika is tracking the shark with to see where the shark is, but because Mika wants to save the shark, not really kill it, she turns off the signal so they cannot track the shark anymore, so technically it was a fail. Now this is where Mika's character kind of takes a turn all of a sudden, because she decides to release a video on the internet saying the existence of Lilith in the river in Paris, and she says to everybody where to go, which is an under cave, I don't think that's how you call it. But she tells people where to go, that she's gonna be there and she's gonna attract the shark and whatever. Ben, of course, she's worried about this, so she decides to go to the police, to where Sophia is as well. And so, like I said, it is this cave, underground cave thingy that they're now, and Mika's there, the whole people is there. There's a bunch of kids honestly there. I don't think they're adults at all. And Mika's in the water when the police and Sophia shows up, and she's using like a boogie thingy, pulse thingy. Apparently it's a thing that releases a pulse in the water that attracts sharks. If they said the name, I don't remember. It looks like a boogie with pulse thingy in it. I don't know. The point is that she's in the water when the police and Sophia get there, and Sophia is literally telling her, get out of the water, because apparently Sophia figured out that Lilith is not the same as before, and that she had a child. One child is what we're talking about here at the moment. Sophia thinks this is kind of dangerous. Mika doesn't care really. A shark does appear. I don't think it was Lilith, but it is a shark. I'm guessing it was Lilith's juvenile children. That's how they call it in the movie. Mika does touch this shark, And I'm guessing Lily didn't like that, so she dies. Lily appears and kills her, and this creates chaos everywhere. Legit, everybody's trying to get out of there because all of a sudden you can see more sharks appearing right there. It was one Lily appear and then a bunch of them appear. So they're all trying to run. A lot of people fall in the water, including the police people that are there. They all die. The ones that are trying to get out, they're trying to go in this small ass tunnel that they can barely run, and they fall, and of course they die because they're getting crushed by people trying to run. So it is a mess to get out there. A lot of people die. A few of them are able to get out. A few of the police people die right there trying to save them. There is one shark that they're able to kill because they did try to shoot them, and I honestly don't remember how they are able to take it out to where they had it, but now they have the shark and Sophia is like trying to figure out exactly what is happening, and we get to know a few things. One is that now this shark is a mutated one. It is a new kind of shark, a shark that can adapt to fresh water, which is where they are in the river, and that is pregnant. At some point she opens it and there's a lot of babies. They say the name of what the shark is now. It's just a very hard name to pronounce. I didn't even try to remember, but they did say the name of what the shark is now. But it's not a good thing. And she said that they need to catch Lilith or kill them or something because they can get pregnant alone. They don't need a male shark or anything like that to get pregnant because there is a new type of shark, mutated. So with all this new information that we get, they go to the major again. The Adil, Anjali, Sophia, mainly those three. And they tell the major, they're like, hey, there is an issue. There is a shark in the river. There's multiple sharks now. You can now have this triathlon, whatever thing now. The major doesn't care. Actually, she gets mad at them for not killing Lilith. And she says, you guys are not gonna be in charge anymore. The major is gonna be in charge anymore. You're just gonna be there to help. That is all. So she still doesn't care. She even goes to TV stations and they ask her about possibility of a shark being in the river. She's like, nah, that is not true. We already checked everything and there is nothing. It's just crazy rumors. There's no way there's sharks in the river. But she really doesn't care. At the end dish, what they decide to do is Anjali is going to be to the major, with the major as you say, to distract her and the military people. There is two of the police people that are gonna be in the river, on top of the river, checking that everything is right and that military doesn't see anything, and the rest of them are going to dive in the same cave that they were before, and they are going to put explosive there and kill the sharks that way. Now they do end up getting in the cave. They do end up being able to put the explosive, but before they can get out and detonate them, the sharks appear and they start attacking them. More police people died. Adil and Sophia are able to get out and the explosion happens. A lot of the sharks die, but Lilith is still alive and now she's mad. She ends up killing the two police people that were on top of the water in the boat. They died. Adil and Sophia are able to get in that boat and they go straight to where the people are swimming because the triathlon thingy already started and people are already in this river swimming, and Lilith is going straight to them to kill them because she's pissed that they killed their babies. She started killing people, and this is the first time that the major, the people in Paris, are seeing a shark in the river. Of course the major is like, can't believe that there's actually a shark. Even thought 3 people have said to her there is. But now she can't believe it. People are dying, they're swimming in the water, they're trying to get out, but of course they can't. And the military people are shooting the shark. The issue is underneath the river. Apparently they're explosive and they are not stable. They call them shells. Live shells is how they call them. Explosions essentially, but they're unstable. And because the military is shooting at the water, that can activate one of those explosives, and that's what ends up happening. Before Adil and Sophia can even get there and scream at them to not shoot, they end up shooting one of the explosives, and it explodes, and that creates a chain of reactions of the other ones exploding as well, and that causes even more chaos. People are falling in the water. More sharks are appearing because apparently not all of them are dead. They're killing them. I think the major even dies. I don't know if Anjali dies. I'm pretty sure she did. Adil and Sophia are thrown off the boat because a tsunami happens right there because of the explosions, and that causes them off the boat. They're able to swim to on top of a roof. Now, me thinking now back at the roof, a shark could have killed them right there. They're almost river level, so I think a shark could have jumped and get them or something. I don't know if sharks can do that, but they have done it in other movies. It could happen, but it didn't. But they are in this roof now, and the whole movie ends with a shot of them in the roof and all of the sharks swimming around. Paris is destroyed essentially because of the tsunami. There's no bridge, anything like that, and the sharks are just swimming around and they cannot get out. That's how it ends. Lilith and her children win against the battle, I'm guessing. But that's how the movie ends. A lot of more things happen, but I just think they're not important. A lot of talk, but it's necessary talk because they're explaining to you things, but not important for me to mention. But that's the movie. That's literally how it ends. It is a very different ending from the usual shark movies that at least I have seen. I'm pretty sure this movie did well because when that movie came out, it was everywhere for me. Like every time I went into Netflix, that was like the first thing they would recommend to me is that movie. It was in the top 10 movies for a bit, and it died down very quickly. It had very good response to people, from people, but it went down quickly. Like I feel like it went up and then just crashed down. I don't know why. I'm guessing people got sick of it. For me, it is one of the best movies about sharks that it is, like sharks and stuff, that I have seen. I like the ending, honestly, and I feel that's the thing that probably threw off a lot of people is the ending, because usually with endings there's a happy one. It's like they're able to kill all the sharks and then they can live happily ever after. Not on this one. On this one there really isn't an ending. Now there is a lot of action. It is very fast paced in my opinion. There's a lot of things explained, but they're explained very quickly so you don't get bored of it, and it is necessary for you to understand, but also for you to breathe, because probably the things that happened before were a lot. But it is very short and simple to understand everything that is happening in the movie. But I'm pretty sure where people are having the trouble is in the ending, because it's not your typical ending. It is an ending that it is kind of open in a way, because the only thing you see is both of them on the roof and the sharks around, and it got so it's like, did they survive, did they not? So in a way you're kind of drawing your own conclusions in what exactly happened to them, if they're able to get out the roof and build Paris again. Did the sharks kill them as well? Did the sharks get out of Paris and move to other countries, kill more people? Go a lot of ways with the conclusion. So it is an ending that you're the one thinking what exactly happened afterwards. So I'm thinking people were not that happy with the ending, because I did saw a lot of people, not saw, but I read a lot of people being like, the movie's great but the ending sucks. And I'm pretty sure it's because it really isn't an ending. It's just they're there stuck, and you think whatever you think that happened to them. I didn't mind it. I kind of liked it because it is again, different. Usually the other Sharks movie, they win and now they're happy, and this one isn't like that. So I think that's why I liked it a lot, because it's not the same endings as the other ones that I have seen. I can see why people don't like it. In a way, they did everything to defend Paris, defend the people, and they didn't win. Not like other shark movies that they usually do that and win. So I can see why. Other than that, honestly, I think it's a really good movie. There's a lot of blood, by the way, so if you don't like that, close your eyes or don't watch it. But for me, it is a really good movie. I would recommend you watching it. It is fun. A lot of things happen. A lot of action. Very quick pace. So you don't really get bored even when they are talking. That's a plus for me. If anybody has seen this movie when it came out quickly on Netflix, let me know what you think of it. Did you like the ending? Did you not? Did you thought it would do something else? If you had to change the ending, what would you have done? Would you have just killed everybody and done, or would you have just make everybody happy and they won? Let me know in the comments below. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing great, and I'm gonna see you all on the next one.